What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. You guys already know what it is. It's your boy Ant, and I'm back again with another one. Excuse everything I got going on right now. It's a little early in the morning. I decided to get up and make this video real quick. We're gonna do a full 2024 recap of the year, and then we're gonna do a video today entailing what we have for 2025. So get your popcorn ready, get your snacks ready, everybody, and let's get right into the video. If you guys are new here, my name is Anthony Hand, but I go by Ant with 2 T's. And this is my YouTube channel, Ant's Machines and Things, because I absolutely love machines and I do a lot of spontaneous things. So this is just a way for me to compile all of this together and kind of keep some organization and stuff going, because I got a lot of stuff going on in my brain and I got a lot of projects I'm working on. So this helps me just keep everything nice and organized. But let's go over a couple of the projects that I have going on right now and where I am with them and where I plan to go with them in 2025. So as far as my first and main project that I have been working on, I bought a 1998 F-150. That's my first pickup truck, and his name is Clifford. I've done a couple of things to him already since I've gotten him. He was in okay condition when I first got him. Now I would say he's a lot better. He's running a lot better. When I first got the truck, the muffler was not good at all. The muffler had a big old hole in the side of it, and it sounded like a monster truck going up and down the street. So off the rip, I had to get a brand new muffler to quiet him up and everything, which sucks because now, after I paid for a brand new muffler, now I want to wake him up a little bit more. So now I'm on a clutch about whether I want to do a muffler delete or if I want to get a new muffler. That's where I am right now at that part. So the whole steering shaft completely went out to the point that I couldn't drive the truck at all. I couldn't turn the truck at all. And luckily how it transpired, it went out when I was able to get it fixed. I had to get a new gear box assembly thing so that I can freaking drive the truck like a normal person again. So bam, had to get that out the way. Had to go in there and order a new driver's side window pump. Put that pump on out there that night with the mosquitoes. They were tearing me up, but we did put the new window motor in, so now we can roll the driver's side window up and down with no problem. We put some new speakers in the inside. And then some of the things that I've done recently that I haven't updated you guys on. Didn't like the original OEM red mirrors that were on there. You couldn't see anything, especially when backing up or trying to tow anything with my little utility trailer I have. So I wound up going on the realtrucks.com. I found some nice towing mirrors that I found that can fit my year, make, and model of my truck, and I ordered those. That install wasn't too bad at all, honestly. They came with a new wiring harness and everything, so I was able to completely take out that old mirrors with all the wiring attached to them and just put the new wiring in for the new mirrors and install them right in. I read a couple of reviews online about these towing mirrors, these Spec D towing mirrors, and I found that some people said they vibrate and some people said that they didn't slip flush like the OEM ones did against the door frame. They do vibrate just a little bit, but honestly it's not unbearable. You can still see. And as far as them sitting flush against the door, they're not as tight as stock, but they're not letting water in or anything as far as what I can tell. So I've had them on for about 2 months. I haven't had any issues out of them, and they've really upgraded the amount that I can see driving this big old truck. So can't complain about those mirrors. Again, shout out to realtrucks.com for hooking me up with those. Another thing that I have done to the truck since I've got it is replace the side rails, the side step bars. The truck originally came with about this 3 to 4 inch ovalized chrome step bars, which a lot of old Fords come with them, and they all rust. It's just normal salt wear and tear thing. They've been on the truck since '98, so of course they weren't gonna come off easy. The bolts behind them were super stripped. Even with the freaking stripped bolt sockets that I bought, they still weren't budging. I don't know if I didn't have a gun with enough torque or whatnot, but I just wound up cutting them off. So yeah, I had to go in there and cut them old chrome ones off. And the new one came with new brackets, new hardware and everything for me to mount it to. But since all my original brackets and everything is seized, rotted to the truck, we just went ahead and put the new bar on the old brackets since the old brackets were still solid. And bam, 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 it made everything a lot easier. So the truck has a nice freaking look going to it right now. I do got some more mods coming in the future, but that's pretty much a quick little update on what's been going on with the truck. I did a lot of things to him in 2024, and I got a lot of other things I plan to do to him in 2025. So make sure you guys like and subscribe to stay up to date with the Ford F-150 build, baby. I love that truck, and he's gonna make me a lot of money and a lot of memories. So keep up to date with that, guys. Let's move on to the next project. If you guys go throughout my videos and go to my homepage, you'll see a couple of playlists that I've created to try to organize all of the different projects that I'm working on so it doesn't get too compiled. But one of the other projects that I'm working on is I have 2 scooters in my garage right now, 2 mopeds that I'm pretty much refurbishing, rebuilding. One of them is in great condition and one of them is not good and it needs to be fully rebuilt, which is the fun part. Let's get into the one that's really good. So the first one is my Yamaha Zuma. This is Bumblebee. This is my grandma's scooter. Actually, she's had it since 2002 when they made it, and she hasn't ridden it in a couple years, so she decided to pass it down the family line to her grandson. Again, shout out to Grandma, thank you so much. I did ride it this summer, 2024, without no plate. Don't tell nobody. But I definitely was out there riding it this summer without a plate. I bought it home, it wasn't running. It had been sitting in her garage for a couple of years now. The carb needed to be cleaned up and everything. It was a couple of parts in it that were seized and gunked up, so I got that all cleaned out. And it wouldn't run, so I had to go on eBay and find and buy a field petcock valve, which goes right up underneath the gas tank. So once I changed that, she fired right on up. So as far as Bumblebee, right now she needs a new carburetor, she needs some new fuel lines and stuff like that, and she needs a little bit of TLC. Other than that, she is running. She starts halfway. Like I said, once I get that new carb, she'll run a lot cleaner and a lot more mellow. But as far as Bumblebee, she just needs a little bit of TLC for her to keep running like she is running. So that's what's going on with Bumblebee for 2025. And then as far as this other scooter that I have, which you guys can see right here, it's all in freaking pieces and shambles. I am completely working on rebuilding this. I'm pretty much going to change all of the components from the tail lights to the headlights to the turning signals. I need new shocks on here. We need new carburetor on here. And I am about to start ordering the parts slowly but surely. And then I just kind of want to get all the parts together so I can just start working on this. So this is the 2013 Tao Tao scooter, baby. And Tao Tao, I've had some experience with Tao Taos. So for the people out there that have bad reviews about Tao Taos, y'all just don't take care of y'all shit, because I've had a couple of different Tao Tao engines or machines in my past, and they've all ran flawless for me. So I can't give a negative opinion about Tao Tao, but shout out to Tao Tao parts. Shout out to Tao Tao. Shout out to Tao Tao if you want to sponsor me for anything, because I actually rock with you guys. This is definitely a perfect wintertime project because I don't have a lot of other things to do. So I got this mug right now tarped off, but like I said, I'm about to start ordering the parts for 2025, and then we're going to slowly but surely rebuild that mug and put it back together and get them on the road again. So those are the updates for my 2 scooters. Again, Bumblebee just needs a little bit of TLC. She's going to be back on the road in the springtime, no problem. And then as far as the Tao Tao scooter, he needs a lot of TLC, but we're going to go ahead and get him hooked back up. He's going to be back on that road and be ready for the summer too. So that's the update on the 2 scooters. We're going to make sure that those guys are running pristine, because again, like I said, I got some bigger goals, bigger than a scooter in the future. But I want to make sure that those are nice and running before I can upgrade. Moving along through the projects, we got the truck out the way and we got the 2 scooters out the way. If you guys go to the last series on my channel that I'm working on right now, I actually bought a small lawn tractor off Facebook Market. This is an old Craftsman lawn tractor, and this mug was made in like the early to mid 70s, I believe. Obviously they don't make this anymore. You can't find too many of them like this as in good condition as it is. So shout out to the lady that hooked me up. I literally only paid 75 bucks for this machine, so I had to go get it. The first day I bought it home, it wasn't running. So I went through it, sprayed some cleaner through it, put a little bit of seafoam in it and everything, kind of cleaned up everything. messed around with the ignition, put the battery on a trickle charger. So part 2 of the video, the tractor started itself. I really didn't have to do too much jimmying to get this mug to start. The engine sounds phenomenal. The previous owner obviously took care of it and had it in the garage because it has no rust on it. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, guys, it has been sitting in my garage. Now, it's for a reason. It's not because I'm a lazy fuck. It's because the clutch assembly, which allows you to put it into first gear, neutral, second, third gear, is a piece of metal that's fabricated to another piece of metal that, you know, they move each other. Well, 2 pieces of metal snapped, and in order to get them 2 pieces of metal to work with each other again, I'm gonna have to know how to weld them back together, which I don't know how to weld yet, and I don't have a welder yet. So I've really just been sitting on it. I haven't found anybody that is confident working on that year, and I don't want anybody to break it. I would much rather it sit so I can fix it properly. So the Cadillac has just kind of been sitting. We haven't even really gotten any snow this year for me to even put the bucket on and want to go outside and fool around with it. So it hasn't been taking up much room, so I haven't been too worried about it. But for 2025, I want to get him running. He needs an air filter assembly on him because he doesn't have an air filter on him. But as far as everything else, he needs to get that piece of metal attached to him so he can move in and out of first gear pretty much. So the Cadillac, he's chilling right now. Once I get him running how he's supposed to be running, where I can move him back and forth, because that was the main thing, I just can't move it right now. I'm gonna get some new tires on him, because even if them tires aren't bad, it's just good to have new tires on all your machines. We're gonna paint the bucket orange, I believe, we're gonna paint the bucket orange. We're gonna put the freaking chains on his tires. And honestly, I'm gonna be using him just to haul stuff around the yard, haul firewood back and forth, you know, and then hopefully if we get some good snow out here in Indiana, I can actually plow some stuff with the bucket on there. So good thing he's in the garage, out of the elements, around all this other guy machine, and he's happy. That's a little update on the Cadillac. And then last but not least, guys, of course, honestly, my most reliable vehicle out of all my machines is my car. This is my 2009 Ford Fusion. I don't really post too much content here on YouTube about it because I post a lot of that content on my TikTok, which is going to be right here at It's Amp. Make sure you guys go follow, and go like some of my videos, go check some of my videos out. But this is where I post a lot of my car content. Again, this is my 2009 Ford Fusion. This is my daily driver, and her name is Becky. She's been running, honestly, she's been running good. I've had a couple of issues out of her lately, starter issues, battery related issues, but I think that all funnels down to that alternator. I think it's time for me to get a new alternator pretty much. So Becky's been going through this thing where the battery light comes on for a couple minutes, couple seconds, it'll go off. Every now and then when you're driving, sometimes when you first come out there and start the car, the battery light will be on until it got really, really cold for 2 days, and I went out there and all I heard was click, click. So pretty much that's what's going on right now with Becky. As far as things that I've done to her this year, I changed the back rotors, that's new. All new brake pads, of course, and new tires. I got new tires last Christmas because all my tires were bad. And then I believe I did a outer tire ride on the driver's side because that mug was going bad and pretty wobbly. But other than that, I really haven't done too much to Becky in 2024. She's just been running flawlessly. I got my subs and everything in there, and it's really my get back and forth to work car. I have had this car now about to be going on 7 years, guys. So I've had this car since I was in high school, and I went to college, and I got a big boy job now and everything, and I still have this car. Me and this car have been through a lot of things together. I am about to reach 220,000 miles on it, and the engine still feels good. I know I need to update the suspension, maybe get some new struts to kind of make the ride a little bit more smoother like it used to be, but those are 200,000 mile struts, you feel me? These are all 200,000 mile parts on this car. So as far as my goals for 2025 with the Fusion, I'm really on the clutch right now. I'm really on the clutch about what I'm actually gonna do to it, because it's got so many miles on it. I kind of want to put some mufflers on it and do some tint on it. I really did want to put some coilovers on it and all of that fun stuff, but I really am rolling the dice with me putting that much money into the car, knowing how many miles it has. But I'm just glad that she's running pretty much with no problems, and that it's an amazing daily driver to have. So we might upgrade in 2025. It might be time for me to get a new car, something with not high miles on it. I mean, my truck is a 98. Even though it has a newer engine in it, it is a 1998 truck. It's over 25 years old, so I'm not gonna put all my trust in that truck no matter how much of a tank he is. He didn't hear me say that, but just because it's 25 years old, I need something sometimes where I can hop on the road, because my mom does live a couple of hours away from me. I do have family that live expressway hours away from me. You know, you got to be able to get on the road sometimes and know that you're not going to have no problem. So that's the only reason why I'm actually thinking about upgrading in 2025. Got some big plans coming up for the YouTube channel. The F-150 is going to be looking phenomenal. Both of the scooters are going to get running, fixed up, and be able to start in 2 seconds. The tractor, I want to make sure he gets running, make sure he gets moving, and get him nice and refurbished so that I can haul my firewood and do what I got to do with my little tractor. And as far as Becky, like I said, we're figuring out what we're going to do with her for this year. I don't think I'm going to trade her in or anything like that. I would much rather keep my first car, but I'm not really sure how deep I'm going to go into that bill yet. Put down in the comments what you guys think I should do with my 220,000 mile Ford Fusion that's running still phenomenal, so I can't talk any mess at all. It's still running great. That's all for this video. Hope that you guys all enjoyed the video. If you guys are new here, my name is Anthony Hand, but I go by Ant. That's Ant with 2 T's. And this is my YouTube channel. A bunch of series and episodes of Ant's machines and things, baby. Cause I got a lot of machines and I'm always doing a lot of spontaneous things. So if you guys are rocking with that kind of content, make sure you guys hit that like button and that subscribe button, baby. We on a goal right now to 100 subscribers. I know I can do it. I know we can do it. So let's all do it together, baby. I'll see you guys on the next one.